Have you ever thought about what older women want and why they act the way they do in relationships? There are many psychological factors at play, such as putting an emphasis on emotional well-being or embracing independence, on communication, or looking for deep connections. This video will go into great detail about what older women want and how they act, and you'll learn things that will change the way you approach relationships. Read to the end to find out how understanding these psychological factors can help you have better, healthier relationships with older women and other people too. Let's get started. Please let me know before we start. You can help me keep spreading the Stoic philosophy if you like the video. I suggest that you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos if you aren't already. Kindly leave comment number 1 if you like this video's subject. If not, kindly leave comment number 0 so I can make a better video for you. Let's start now. 1. Life experiences change desires. As women get older, the things they want in relationships change a lot because of the things they've been through. When women are younger, physical attraction might be more important, but when they are older, emotional connection and compatibility are more important. This change is not random, it's the result of years of figuring out how to be in relationships. They have learned through different experiences in life that superficial things like looks don't last, but emotional depth and understanding are what make connections last. As the years have gone by, older women have learned a lot about what makes a relationship last. They have seen the ups and downs of love, been through storms of disappointment, and enjoyed the sweetness of real connection. Because of these experiences, they can now tell the difference between infatuation and real compatibility. And they know that real compatibility is where true happiness lies. Also, older women are often at a point in their lives where they want more meaning and fulfillment in their relationships. They don't want the short-lived thrills of youth anymore. Instead, they want relationships that feed the soul. People naturally move from wanting things on the surface to wanting things that make them feel good. This is because they have a deep understanding of what matters in the long run. In addition, older women's experiences have made them more aware of the subtleties of how people act and feel. Because they have learned to read each other's emotions, they know that real intimacy goes beyond being close. Because they are more emotionally intelligent, they look for partners who can challenge them both intellectually and emotionally. The many things that older women have done and seen in their lives have shaped their wants and needs. They put a high value on emotional connection and compatibility because they know that real happiness comes from having a deep understanding and a real friend. Through the lens of experience, they navigate relationships with knowledge and care, looking for connections that are true to who they are. Stoicism tells people to be moderate about sex and beauty, to be self-disciplined, and to focus on their inner virtues instead of their wants. Some people, called Stoics, believe that people can find more happiness and fulfillment by controlling themselves and developing good traits. 2. Your self-confidence peaks. As women go through life, they often go through a huge change in how confident and sure of themselves they are. People often think that confidence decreases with age, but many older women are more confident than their younger counterparts. This confidence boost isn't just because I'm getting older. It's the result of all the things I've done, problems I've solved, and lessons I've learned along the way. With each year that goes by, older women gain a wealth of experiences that shape their sense of who they are. Many storms and unknowns have passed over them, but they have come out stronger and more resilient. They grow as people through these fire trials, which give them a strong belief in their abilities and worth. Also, women get more comfortable in their skin as they get older, embracing their flaws and celebrating their unique strengths. They don't feel the need to fit in with society's rules or get approval from other people anymore. Instead, they're quite confident because they love and accept themselves. This newfound confidence shows up in many areas of their lives, such as their relationships. When it comes to dating, Older women are more sure of themselves and their wants because they have a better understanding of their limits. Because they know how valuable they are and won't give up on their values, they are less likely to settle for less than they deserve. Also, older women have the most confidence in themselves, which gives them the strength to take charge of their lives and follow their passions with all their hearts. They aren't afraid to say what they think, follow their dreams, and make their way in the world. People are drawn to them because they are authentic and have a sense of purpose. This makes them even more attractive to potential partners. The fact that older women have the highest levels of self-confidence shows how strong, wise, and resilient they are. It shows how much they have grown and how many problems they have solved. Now that they have more confidence, they handle life's challenges with grace and determination, inspiring others to start their journey of self-discovery and empowerment. 3. Emotional satisfaction is important. As women go through different stages of life, their values and priorities change. This makes them value emotional satisfaction and stability in their relationships even more. The reason for this change is a deep understanding of what truly feeds the soul and keeps connections that matter. It takes time for older women to realize that deep emotional connection is more important than superficial things like physical attraction or material possessions. They want relationships that go deeper than just talking to each other. They want partners who can really understand them, help them, and be there for them. People look for emotional fulfillment because they have a basic need to connect with others and feel like they belong. Older women want to be with someone who can understand what they're going through, share their happiness and sadness, and be there for them through all of life's ups and downs. They value relationships where they can be themselves without worrying about being judged or rejected, where being open and honest is encouraged, and where respecting each other is the most important thing. Also, as women get older, they become more aware of how important emotional stability is for long-term happiness and contentment. They know that being safe and trusting in their relationships is key to being truly happy. And they know that they can count on their partners to give them emotional support and approval. For older women, a relationship that makes them happy and fulfilled is built around emotional fulfillment. What holds two people together beyond the surface levels of physical attraction or material wealth is love. As older women deal with the difficulties of love and relationships, they value emotional connection above all else because they know how much it affects their overall health and happiness. 4. Sexuality changes. Despite damaging stereotypes, women's sexual journey does not end as they get older. Instead, it goes through a huge change. Older women often find that their sexual exploration and self-discovery are just as rich and fulfilling as it was at any other point in their lives, despite the idea that their desires are waning. As girls and women get older, their ideas about sexuality become more complex and nuanced. Some people no longer follow the strict rules set by society or culture. Instead, they are confident in their wants and needs and are true to themselves. They feel like they have more control over their sexuality now, which gives them the freedom to explore parts of their sexuality that they may have ignored as kids. Also, getting older makes you more aware of how complicated intimacy and connection can be. Older women know that real sexual fulfillment is more than just physical pleasure. It includes emotional connection, mutual respect, and real closeness. They care more about meaningful connections that feed their souls and spark their passion than about quantity. With age, women's sexuality changes, and one sign is that they become more confident in themselves and their bodies. They don't have to worry about meeting societal beauty standards or getting approval from other people. So they love and accept their bodies and celebrate the wisdom and experience that is written into every curve and crease. Also, older women may be more willing to try new things when it comes to their sexuality, whether that means trying out new techniques, fantasies, or ways of expressing themselves sexually. As they learn more about themselves and their wants, This sense of openness and curiosity makes it possible for more fulfilling and satisfying sexual experiences. The way older women's sexuality has changed over time shows how rich and complicated human desire is. On this journey, you will learn about yourself, gain confidence, and feel free. Your age won't stop you. Instead, it will open the door to deeper levels of intimacy and fulfillment. When older women are open and confident about their sexuality, they break down stereotypes and encourage other women to do the same. Stoicism tells people to be moderate about sex and beauty, to be self-disciplined, and to focus on their inner virtues instead of their wants. Some people, called Stoics, believe that people can find more happiness and fulfillment by controlling themselves and developing good traits. 5. Putting mental stimulation first. As women get older and have more life experience, their search for happiness goes beyond physical attraction and includes a deep appreciation for intellectual compatibility. This change comes from a better understanding of how complicated human relationships are and how important it is to have intellectual conversations with a partner. Women who are older and have gained experience and wisdom over the years looking for partners who can keep their minds active and spark their intellectual curiosity. They like deep conversations about important things like art, literature, philosophy, and social issues, rather than shallow small talk. These interactions not only help partners learn more, but they also help them feel more connected and understand each other better. Intellectual compatibility is more than just having similar interests. It also means respecting each other's points of view and being willing to have interesting conversations. Older women want partners who can make them think in new ways, open their minds, and encourage them to see things from different points of view. In the end, they want to find intellectual peers who can help them grow and learn more about themselves. Also, putting mental stimulation first shows a need for emotional closeness and connection. Meaningful conversations make people feel close and open, so they can talk about their worries, hopes, and dreams in a safe and supportive space. This kind of emotional connection is very important for older women who want to build a strong relationship that will last. In addition, intellectual compatibility helps people in a relationship respect and admire each other. Older women like partners who are intellectually curious and know a lot about a lot of things. They think that these traits show what kind of person they are and what they value. Sharing a love of intellectual pursuits makes the relationship between partners stronger and creates a sense of camaraderie and mutual growth. Putting mental stimulation first shows how older women's wants and values change as they look for relationships that feed their minds, hearts, and souls. It emphasizes how important connection is beyond the physical and how engaging with a partner on a deeper, more meaningful level can change your life. 6. Accepting independence. As women get older and deal with the challenges of life, they often have a deep realization of how important it is to be free and able to make their own decisions. Despite societal expectations that say women lose their independence as they get older, many older women find that they are more determined than ever to be independent. After many years of living, older women have a deep understanding of their wants, needs, and limits. They have learned to put their health and happiness first because they know that their sense of self-worth is not tied to being in a relationship. Instead of looking for approval or happiness from other people, they find it within themselves and celebrate their unique strengths and personalities. In addition, older women are less likely to give up their independence for a relationship. Because they know how important it is to keep their sense of self and identity, they won't give up their independence for the company. They want partners who will respect and support their independence because they know that trust, freedom, and respect for each other are the building blocks of a healthy relationship. Accepting their independence doesn't mean older women don't want to be close or connect with others. Instead, it means they're open to relationships that make them feel better about themselves, not worse. They want partners who will add to their independence by being there for them and being friends without putting limits on them or expecting too much. Independence is valued and encouraged in these kinds of relationships, which makes both people feel like they can grow and take on new challenges. Also, older women who choose to be independent can follow their passions, interests, and goals with unwavering dedication and purpose. They are not afraid to make their way in life, whether it's to move up in their career, grow as a person, or pursue creative goals. A strong sense of independence gives them a lot of happiness and fulfillment in life, making both their own and their partner's experiences better. Accepting your independence is a sign of personal growth and self-empowerment in older women. It means they are determined to live their life the way they want to, without being limited by social norms or outside expectations. As they deal with the difficulties of relationships, older women see their independence as a source of strength and resilience. They encourage others to embrace their journey of self-discovery and empowerment. 7. Emotional intelligence is important. As women get older and have more life experience, they become more aware of how complicated human emotions and relationships can be. Emotional intelligence, which is the skill of recognizing, understanding, and controlling your own emotions as well as those of others, becomes an important part of getting and keeping relationships with older women. Intimacy and emotional connection are very important to older women in their relationships. They look for partners with a lot of emotional intelligence because they know that real connections are made when two people understand, care about, and respect each other. These women want partners who can handle their changing feelings with grace and care, making the relationship a safe and supportive place for being open and honest. Emotional intelligence also helps partners communicate clearly and work out their differences in a healthy way. Women in their later years like partners who can be open and honest with them, while also showing empathy and active listening. They value being able to talk about their feelings and needs openly because they know that it makes the relationship stronger and more intimate. Emotional intelligence also helps partners understand and meet each other's emotional needs without even thinking about it. When older women are having a hard time, they want a partner who can comfort and support them, celebrate their successes with them, and understand what they're going through without judging or criticizing them. These women want to be with someone who can make them feel emotionally safe and stable, building a relationship on trust and respect. Emotional intelligence is also very important for getting through the tricky parts of being close and vulnerable. Older women like partners who can make them feel safe enough to talk about their deepest feelings and thoughts without worrying about being judged or misunderstood. They want partners who can let them feel their feelings and listen to them with compassion and understanding. This helps them feel more connected and intimate. It seems that emotional intelligence is a key part of having good relationships with older women. This shows that you care about building a relationship based on trust, empathy, and mutual respect, and that you know how important emotional connection and intimacy are. Emotionally intelligent partners can make a relationship that is both satisfying and helpful, where both people feel seen, heard, and valued for who they are. Stoicism tells people to be moderate about sex and beauty, to be self-disciplined, and to focus on their inner virtues instead of their wants. Some people, called Stoics, believe that people can find more happiness and fulfillment by controlling themselves and developing good traits. 8. Reevaluating priorities. As women go through the different stages of life, they always have to reflect on their lives and learn more about themselves, which makes them reevaluate their priorities. As women get older, this journey of self-reflection becomes stronger, making them rethink what's important to them in relationships and life in general. As time goes on, older women often reach a unique point in their lives where they can look back on their experiences and future goals. These people learn that societal expectations and approval from other people don't have as much of an effect on their happiness and fulfillment as they used to. They instead make personal growth, self-fulfillment, and inner happiness the most important things in their lives. When you reevaluate your priorities, You stop looking for outside signs of success or approval and start focusing on your journey of self-discovery. Older women know that the only way to be truly happy is to live in line with their values, passions, and true selves, not by following social norms or expectations. In addition, reevaluating priorities can help older women become more self-aware and accept themselves more. They become more aware of their wants, needs, and limits, and they're not afraid to stand up for them in relationships. They feel more in control now, which helps them make connections based on mutual respect, understanding, and being themselves. Also, older women may choose to focus on relationships and experiences that bring them joy, meaning, and fulfillment, instead of looking for outside signs of success or approval. They know that real happiness doesn't come from getting more things or achieving more goals. Instead, it comes from deep connections with other people, growing as a person, and finding out more about oneself. Older women who are reevaluating their priorities are on a deep journey of self-discovery and empowerment. It means they have chosen to live their life on their terms, guided by their inner wisdom, being true to themselves, and a strong sense of purpose. Older women can live a meaningful, authentic, and joyful life by putting their growth, happiness, and fulfillment ahead of societal expectations or outside approval. 9. Communication is key. As women get older and learn from their experiences, they realize how important it is to talk to each other to have healthy, happy relationships. Communication skills aren't just nice to have for older women. They become an important part of making strong, long-lasting connections. Effective communication is more than just exchanging words. It also means being able to say what you think, feel, and need in a clear, honest, and open way. Older women like partners who are brave enough to share their deepest feelings and thoughts with them. This creates a space where honesty and mutual understanding can grow. Also, one of the most important parts of communicating well with older women is actively listening. Partners who can give them their full attention, understand, and validate their feelings without judging or criticizing them are important to them. Couples show respect and empathy for each other by actively listening to each other. This builds a stronger sense of connection and intimacy in the relationship. Also, older women know how important it is to talk things out in a healthy way when there is a disagreement. They know that arguments are going to happen in every relationship, but they think that how they are talked about can make all the difference. They like partners who can talk to each other openly and honestly, trying to see things from the other person's point of view and finding solutions that work for both of them. A strong emotional bond between partners can also be strengthened through good communication. Older women feel valued and cared for in a relationship when love, appreciation, and gratitude are shown through words and actions. They like partners who can consistently show affection and support, which builds trust and a sense of safety. Also, older women may value ways of communicating without words, like body language, facial expressions, and gestures. These small signs can say more about feelings and intentions than words alone, making the emotional connection between two people stronger. Communication becomes an important part of having a good relationship with an older woman. It helps you get closer, understand each other better, and grow as a person. When partners put communication first, they build a relationship based on trust, empathy, and being yourself. In this kind of relationship, both people feel seen, heard, and valued for who they are. 10. Looking for meaningful connections. As women get older and have more life experiences, they realize how important it is for their relationships to have real and meaningful connections. Older women want partners who can give them more than just superficial company. They want relationships that make their lives better on a spiritual, intellectual, and emotional level. At the heart of what older women want in a relationship is emotional growth. They look for partners who can give them a deep sense of closeness, support, and understanding. These women value honesty, openness, and understanding. And they're looking for connections where they can be themselves without worrying about being judged or turned down. By getting emotionally close, partners make a safe and caring space for each other where they can both grow and thrive. Also, older women want intellectual stimulation in the people they date. They want to be with someone who can have deep conversations with them, share their interests and passions, and push them intellectually. These women enjoy the chance to learn and grow with their partners, broadening their horizons and points of view through stimulating conversation and the sharing of ideas. When two people are intellectually compatible, they feel closer to each other and respect each other more, which makes the relationship better overall. Spiritual growth is also important for older women who want to make real connections with others. They want to be with someone who shares their spiritual practices, beliefs, and values because these things give their relationship a sense of purpose and meaning. Sharing spiritual practices like rituals, meditation, or philosophical conversations can help couples feel more united and at peace with each other, which strengthens their relationship on a deep level. Also, loyalty and commitment are important to older women in their relationships. They want to be with someone who they can count on and who is committed to building a long-term relationship based on mutual respect and shared values. These women like the stability and security that comes with being in a committed relationship. They know that their partner will be there for them through good times and bad. One of the main things that older women want in a relationship is to make connections that matter. They want relationships that make their lives better on an emotional, intellectual, and spiritual level, giving them a sense of fulfillment, growth, and companionship. Partners can build healthier, more fulfilling relationships with older women based on mutual respect, understanding, and shared values if they understand and put these psychological factors first. Now that we've finished talking about the psychological factors that affect the wants and actions of older women, we'd like you to think about what you've learned so far. Each part shows how complicated relationships with older women can be, from putting emotional needs first to embracing independence and valuing communication to looking for deep connections. Now it's your turn, the audience. What new ideas have you come up with after this conversation? Is there a certain part that hits home for you? You should talk about one thing you've learned and how you're going to use it in your own life. We think that understanding these psychological factors can help you have healthier and more fulfilling relationships with everyone you meet, not just older women. This is true whether you're trying to improve your communication skills, build deeper connections, or put emotional closeness first in your relationships. This video might have been interesting to you. Please share your thoughts by leaving a comment below. To see more videos like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your participation and feedback are very helpful to us as we keep looking into things that interest you. Hey there, thanks for watching. Until then, stay interested and keep learning.